Hello and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor and our Ironman challenge. I'm actually really kind of worried about this particular situation we're in right now because I am laying siege to Whitestag Castle. There are 400 plus a vassal here. Don't know how that's going to really work. It's going to be interesting. Anyway, let's lead our soldiers in an assault. We are currently at war against Sarlian. And yeah, by the way, I did check out Laria. Laria had about 760 plus a vassal in the garrison there, and they also have Larian sentinels and Rangers of the Clarion Call, and that is just going to be way too much combat strength for us to be able to deal with it with our army as it is right now. So if we can take this without me dying, that's the big stipulation here, because personally I feel like I'd probably be able to do this if I was allowed to die, but we'll see. Let's go in. Okay, so, of course, the first thing that we want to do in a siege is not die. Oh, yes. I know that is very, very interesting and very intriguing for me to say, but no, it's actually very true, isn't it? Because, of course, Ironman challenge, got to make sure that we're all good. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically just going to spread out all of my units. Actually, you know what? We're going to move our forces a little bit closer. As you can see, though, most of our units are so incredibly proficient with their ranged attacks that I might not even need to worry. I might not even need to move them closer. And bear in mind that I have the opportunity and indeed the ability to retreat as many times as I want, because let's face it, as the rules stipulated at the very beginning of the series, you can use any method that you like to accomplish the goal of conquering the entire land of Pendor. And if that means retreating 10,000 times, even though it is not exactly what I would like to do, then just so be it, so be it. Anyway, it's kind of amusing that there's only like 3 infantry right in the front there, and that's literally it. Anyway, we're just going to continue moving our forces ahead here. My cavalry is a little bit too far back, in my opinion. Okay, so we've eliminated 51 of the enemies so far. Bear in mind that this is a ladder castle as well, which is really, really good, because that means that if I do have to retreat, then I will have a really easy time building new ladders. It will only take me like 5-6 hours to do that, and that's really, really cheap in terms of time cost. So happy with that. I'm just hopeful that we won't run out of arrows too soon. But again, we could just retreat and then head back in after that. Now, I did level up in the previous episode, and I didn't actually spend my level up points, and I have actually done that now, and I spec'd into Shield and Power Strike. So I now have a little bit of extra punch when it comes to melee attacks, and I also, of course, have maxed out my shield durability and proficiency. So we're going to continue moving my cavalry. My cavalry is a little bit stubborn to actually move up here. A bit weird. Okay, we've got to be a bit careful here as well. Just going to try and do my fair share of the damage and try and help out where I can, but I don't want to waste arrows because I only have a very small amount because I am using a shield. Of course, if I wasn't using a shield and I was using a two-handed instead, I could technically have more, but generally I tend to prefer having a shield, of course, especially in an Ironman challenge. It's just kind of necessary. Anyway, we've eliminated only 100. A bit disappointing, to be honest, so far. Okay, I'm just going to pick up some more arrows because we're standing right here. And it will make a lot of sense to do so. And this is also a really good thing about using units that actually also use archery, because then you're able to pick up the arrows from them, and it makes a big difference. Also, these guys are getting killed even though their shields are already up because they don't have the best shield skill. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. Anyway, I'm going up another ladder here because I want to pick up more arrows if I can. Yeah, these are a little bit more difficult to pick up, unfortunately. I'm all out. I am all out. Maybe I can... yeah, that's technically what you could do in a siege defense, but I'm not entirely sure if you can do it in a siege offense. But basically what you can do sometimes, don't know whether that's actually a thing in Pendor or whether it is just a thing in other mods. But sometimes what you can do is you can go to one of your archers and you can ask them for their arrows by pressing O, the letter O, nearby to them. I don't know whether that is a thing in Pendor, as I say, so we're gonna just... don't think I'm gonna find any. You know what? Shall we just charge in? Let's charge in and see what happens. If we're going to die, then we're going to die magnificently. Well, I don't think I'm gonna die. Maybe. I mean, I think personally we've eliminated quite a few of the enemy so far, and I think we have a really good shot of staying alive. I do have 3 arrows, so I should probably shoot this guy. There we go, take him out at least. But if my guys start dying heavily, then I will retreat as soon as I can. Wow, this sword is so incredibly fast. Wow, that is insane. Okay, I've got to be a bit careful here. I got to be a bit careful. I was actually hoping that we'd be able to get in there relatively easily, and then I could hopefully get to a safe spot in the battlements. I'm a bit worried about this. I'm gonna try and get out of here a little bit. Okay, there we go, there we go. We're starting to push in, we're starting to push in. This is exactly what we want to do. Okay, come on guys, let's go. Yeah. Fantastic. Okay, so let's take out the Knight of the Lion, and I'm wondering whether they have any... Oh, arrows, give me that. Yes, 32. 32 new arrows. Exactly what I want. Let's start killing a couple more of those reinforcements as they come in. And maybe... Oh, no, we've got to kill these guys. We really have to kill these guys. Okay, come on now. More of these, more of these. Yes, yes. I have no idea how many reinforcements the enemy is actually going to receive. Because we have... well, 450 or something like that to eliminate, but I don't know how many of those are truly going to be added to the fight. So it's going to be kind of interesting to find out, but unfortunately I don't think I have any more arrows down here. No, that's problematic. We are receiving more reinforcements, which is really good. There is someone up there shooting down at us, which we need to kill. Wow, there's a lot of them coming down here. And these guys are not actually that good. They're just regular skirmishers and things. I'm going to try and see if I can maybe find some arrows on the floor. 1. Yeah, that didn't really help that much. Maybe I can just stand here and pick up a whole bunch. Let's just gotta be careful though, because I could theoretically die here. But we have how many? Oh, we've lost a lot of my own units so far. 24 deaths. That's kind of harsh. I was not anticipating losing so many already. I thought that our initial assault of them with arrows just dwindling their forces would probably make the most sense, but yeah, that's issues. We're getting issues. Pick up more arrows. Oh, they're starting to throw in militia. This is fantastic. They're starting to throw in actual militia. This is really good. I don't think we're going to lose this. Unless I die from an arrow right now, I don't think there's much that will happen if I can potentially stay alive. Come on now, guys. Could you just push up? Just push up. Go, go, go. Why are they not pushing? I don't know. Oh well. Never mind. I guess that's just what happens. But if we do take this, what we're going to do is I'm going to run very quickly over to Empire territory. Try and find... Ugh, no, that's not it. Try and find Marius Imperator as soon as possible. And then ask him to be a vassal of his. And then we'll build up our CKO and then go on from there. And hopefully we'll be able to do that before Whitestag Castle is taken back by the Kingdom of Sarlian. Because I'm not really planning on leaving that many units in here, in the garrison, if any. Because, let's face it, if a large vassal turns up and they have, I don't know, 200 units or something like that, it will be highly unlikely that I'll be able to defend with 50 or something like that. So even if I do leave a couple in the garrison, it's not really going to work out. I was actually thinking of jumping off the side here, but I don't know how much damage I'm going to take from it. Actually, you know what? Let's do the smart move, shall we? Let's do the smart move, and we'll go this way. This is when I wish I had more athletic skill. There we go. Smart move. No damage taken. Fantastic. And now we'll do this. Now, here's the thing. The main reason why I will be going over to the Empire is because, personally, I feel like I will probably lose the fief to Sarlian if I stay my own faction. And that's the thing. Defending against a huge amount of Sarlian, I think we would probably be... I think we'd do okay, you know? I think we'd do okay, but we wouldn't be able to prevail in the grand scheme. It would just not work. You know, they would just continue chucking vassals at us again and again and again. And King Ulrich would continue to recruit these really high-tier mercenary companies. And those guys are kind of fearsome. And they're going to be kind of difficult to deal with. So that's the main reason why I'm thinking we're going to, you know, do a little bit of a tactical maneuver with becoming a vassal of the Empire, even though it's not necessarily something I want to do. It's just something that I am kind of forced into doing. Otherwise, I would have to wait for a vassal offer from someone else, and so on and so forth, and blah blah blah. But anyway, there you go. 53 renown. Actually, not bad. Very nice. We did lose 17 Ghazi Stalkers, but we have a load of them, so it's really not a big deal. And otherwise, we just lost a whole bunch of other random units. Nothing really to write home about there. And as you can see, 459 of them were killed in total. We killed 79, which is actually pretty good. All right, we do have the opportunity to take this guy prisoner. He is a pitiless vassal, though, as you can see right there. And that means we are going to be taking him prisoner. There we go. The Dashar like us a little bit more. Let's let everyone take something. Yeah, it seems like most of my people are actually doing really well. We have an okay amount of food at the moment. It's not the best. But I still have the baggage train. Only 35 left in the baggage train, which is unfortunate. But yeah, not bad. Okay, so we do have the opportunity to, well, rescue a bunch of people, which is actually quite nice. So I suppose... Oh, there's a Noldor Hunter here. Very nice. Okay. But yeah, generally, I think I'm probably going to be taking most, if not all, of their really, really good units here. And these heretic minions will become heretic worshippers, and then they will become heretic Magnus eventually. So that's always really good. Let's take some Empire units as well. And there you go. We've actually reached party capacity already. Wow, that's pretty quick. Okay, so how are we doing? Yep, not too bad. Not too bad, I think. Alright, so we have taken this, and I have thought about a name for our faction. And we're gonna... No, not of the Kingdom of Sarlian, thank you. It is actually not of the... What? Ah, no, okay. I was like, what? What's actually happening there? Okay, so unfortunately, I do not actually have anyone in mind to be a minister at this point. I'm thinking Leslie, perhaps? But she's such a beast in combat now, it is kind of a waste. So I'm thinking we're just going to appoint a prominent citizen for the moment. And, well, we'll see what we can do a little bit later on with that. Anyway, it's not going to be the Kingdom of Pendor. It is going to be the Imperium of Iron. Yeah, there you go, because we are doing the Ironman challenge. All right, there we go. Okay, so now technically I can go into the Lord's Hall and I should be able to speak to my steward, as you can see right here. Hello. And then I will be able to send our quartermaster to recruit from villages around the land. And then we'll also be able to schedule a training session with this guy. And we can go to the war room. As you can see, there's a baggage train. Give me one of those. Thank you very much. And I can also create a chapter of a knighthood order, which I will very much do, but not yet. Because you never know what is going to happen. And I could very easily just die, and that would be kind of awful. So, hello, yeah, okay. Well, wait a minute. Okay, so we're going to be following... We're probably going to be following the culture of the old kings of Pendor, because I am not going to be creating a CKO that uses Sarlian, Ravenstone, Feardsvane, Dashar, or Empire units. I'm going to be resurrecting the kingdom of Pendor, basically. So we're going to do that.
Long live the Queen.
Yes, there we go. Okay, so, oh yeah, and they also give you a helm as well, which is actually really cool. So, New King helm? I'll take the New King helm. Why not? Cool. I didn't know they did that. That must be a new thing, because that wasn't... I think that might have been a thing, actually, but maybe it was a while ago. Anyway, as you can see, the New King helm is not as good as the reinforced Kraken mask, as you can see there. It is actually good. It just swaps out a little bit of the... No, it's not as good. Never mind. It is slightly less good, but it's still great. So, you know, if you want to use it, then you can. Royal Crowns we also have here as well for social events and things. But anyway, there you go. That's it. Okay, so this is going to take 18 hours to train our steward. I'm going to just wait here for some time just to see if anyone appears. Aha. We got some people. Okay, so who's this guy? What does he have? He has 6 Larian Sentinels, not much else. And we got Duke Alomar, who is the Liege of Laria. He's only got 105 guys. And we do, bear in mind, have on the border of us Noldor patrols, which are going to give these Sarlian guys a run for their money, like no one's business. Alright, so as you can see, the castle already has all of these improvements as well, so there's actually nothing I need to do, which is really quite fantastic. Okay, so he's going to besiege this. I'm thinking we might want to just attack him. Should we just attack him, like, straight up on the fields of battle? Maybe we will do that. Anyway, let's look for a very suitable banner for us, because we are doing the Ironman challenge, so let's look for something that's suitably iron-based. So maybe something metallic-looking. Doesn't seem to be anything really metallic-looking right here, at least from what I can tell. Maybe this. It's a fist with a sword in it. That's kind of good. Maybe we'll do something like that. Yeah, let's do something like that. Why not? All right, so what is this guy actually doing? Does he want to fight? I mean, he's just waiting. So I'm not entirely sure what he's going to do. But I am a bit antsy about it. So I think I'm actually just going to go and attack him. It's just straight up. And we'll just speak to Kavera right now as well. So what do we want to get her? Well, she's got 24 in strength already. She's pretty amazing. But do I want to just continue leveling up her strength? I guess we will. Get another point of power strike? I don't really know, to be honest. And shall I just go in and attack him? He has 24 ranges of the Clarion Call, which is the main problem. You know what? Let's wait until daytime, because daytime is gonna... Oh, there we go. You are hailed as the rogue queen now, as you have boldly declared yourself sovereign of your own kingdom. Your brashness wins you +1 leadership. You will doubtless need it. Oh yes, thank you. Thank you very much. I could definitely use it. Anyway, let's see what we can do now. Let's go and... let's fight him. Let's just go straight up, just fight him. And I wish to make peace. There's no way that they're going to accept this, because I'm going to have to speak to King Auric. Yeah, of course. Now, this guy's actually a martial personality, so I don't really want to fight him. But, well, let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. 105. He only has 105. We should be fine here. But as you can see by the renown value that we're getting for this battle, he is a worthy adversary. More than worthy of our attention here. So let's see what we can do. Let's place everyone there, archers here, and then cavalry here. Try and just stagger everyone as much as we can. And we'll let them come to us. We'll let them come to us if they are going to do that. Because they might decide that they don't want to, you know. Yeah, it seems like they're probably not going to, which is kind of a shame. There they are. Do you think I can actually hit this from here? I'm not entirely sure. Because there's a lot of different elevations. Oh, there we go. I actually hit a horse. Ah, there you go. They're actually starting to move now. They might come over here. A bit low. Need to go a little bit higher. There we go. Maybe we can hit some rider or something like that. I'm hopeful that we will just be able to kill them, but no, apparently not. Not getting lucky here this time around. Oh well, never mind. Maybe I can try and bait them into a charge. I've got to be careful here. They have ranges of the Clarion Call. I really have to be careful. I can't just ride up on them and be like, hey guys, so I know you got those Salian armored longbowmen, you know, but yeah, they also have those rangers and the Larian Sentinels and everything, so they're going to be really tricky. Let's just see if I can do a little bit of something here. There we go. A little bit of extra damage. Maybe I can kill someone. No. No such luck. They're getting antsy. I feel like they're getting antsy, but I don't think they're going to be willing to charge at us just yet. Maybe if I stay relatively far away and try and shoot at them from here, maybe I can kill one. I basically just need to kill one. That's literally it. Nope. Never mind. In my entire 32 hours, I wasn't able to kill anyone. Isn't that just absolutely stereotypical of me? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, seems like I'm going to need to charge down then, or not charge, but, you know, move down a little bit closer and maybe allow our archers to take care of things a little bit for us. And we'll see how that goes. I'm going to have to be a mounted heavy cavalry unit for this instead of a horse archer because I don't have any more arrows. Technically, I could ask people for arrows, or I could go back to my baggage box, not baggage train, but I could go back to my baggage box and I could potentially get something from there. Yeah, this is the annoying thing about fighting vassals. Sometimes they just will not budge, and they will just kind of stay back there. And, you know, the reason why they're doing that is because, of course, they don't want to engage. You know, they don't want to engage because they think they're going to lose, because they are significantly outgunned in almost every way at the moment. So what can I do? Maybe we can move around here. Maybe we move cavalry around here as well. And maybe they're going to start firing. No, they're still out of range. That's the problem. That is indeed the problem. So let's get our cavalry over here then. This is bad, by the way. Coming out into the middle section of the battlefield, that's really, really bad. They're going to run rings around us with their horse archers. Unless we can kill them. Unless we can kill them beforehand, you know. But that is highly unlikely. Let's see what happens. Yeah, they're going to send their clarion call around to the left, as they always do. Because that gives them the best shooting arc on us. But I have to be very careful as well. And we need to, you know what? Maybe I should I literally just send in my cavalry as well? But I kind of don't want to do that because I want to deal with their main units. And dealing with their main units in this way is probably the only way that I will be able to do that, because the horse archers are very roundabout in the way that they do things. And maybe I can do some damage to their Larian Sentinels. As you can see, just took out one for 73 damage right there. Oh, that's a lot of damage to my horse. Okay, that is problematic. That's very, very problematic. Okay, we're going to have to be a bit careful here. My cavalry is doing a pretty decent job at defeating the Rangers of the Clarion Call. A couple of them are going down, but not that many. And we are losing... Okay, we're losing quite a few from that. Okay, so we're going to tell our infantry and our cavalry to charge in now because we've already eliminated a lot of them, as you can see. And we've only lost 6 as the grand total. So that's actually really nice. As you can see, the Rangers of Clarion Call are amazing. They're really good. And I definitely recommend joining them if you are looking for a, you know, starter knighthood order. They're really good. And maybe we can... yes, my Nordor horse is faster than your horse, of course. There we go. I've got to be careful. I really don't want my horse to die, so we've got to be pretty cautious about fighting these guys. Oh, taken out with a horse charge. That's got to be embarrassing. There we go. Alright, so yeah, that's going to be it. That's going to be it for Duke Alomar. That's got to be embarrassing, you know. We are an upstart faction, and he is widely known as being one of the more powerful vassals in the Kingdom of Salian, because he is the liege of Laria. So that's definitely got to be a big blow to his pride, but he is indeed a martial personality. So he's probably not going to really suffer too much from it, because he's just doing his duty. That's basically what they're all about, those martial guys. So let's see if we can... Yes, there we go. Finally, the Heretic Magnus dealt with him. And there's still a couple left. I'm kind of surprised that we are taking so long to kill the Rangers of the Clarion Call, actually, because there's only a couple of them. There we go. That one's dead now. And there's just 2 left. There's one over to my right here, so we might be able to cut them off, but I'm thankful that I didn't take any damage. That's basically the biggest thing here, and we only lost 8 units in total, and I believe that's it. Yep, there we go. Total victory for us, no problem at all. 18 renown for that. As stated, it's just purely due to the combat strength of the Rangers right there. Otherwise, he managed to escape. That's kind of unfortunate. I was actually hoping that we'd be able to take him prisoner so we could let him go, you know what I mean? So we could gain some relation with him. But I'm actually not going to be taking any loot here. I don't think that's worth it, to be honest. So we'll just let it go, and we'll just take the prisoners, of course. Okay, so now Whitestag Castle is okay. It is still under siege, of course. Well, not anymore. Now it isn't. Baron Hero... Oh, that is hilarious. Baron Hereward, he's actually the guy that was in the Noldor Forest, if you remember. He was just over there, just beyond Whitestag Castle, and he was thinking about besieging this as well, and he obviously went off and got himself killed by some Noldor, which is actually kind of hilarious. Anyway, we're going to just train our castle steward here. It's going to take 18 hours, and then what we're going to do is, as I said, we're probably going to go to the Empire. I'm saying probably here because I kind of want to have a pretty easy time of things. There we go. Okay, so he has done that. Okay, so let's do it. Let's go. I think he's gonna be in Janos. Janos is quite far away. I'm worried about this. Alright, so here we go. We actually did get into a conversation with him. He was just leaving Janos, and I managed to find him. So I'm going to ask him, can I not join you? I think I need to... Do I need to send him a letter from our emissary? That might actually be it instead. Ooh, that's kind of harsh, because I actually don't have a companion that I want to make into an emissary, so I'm probably going to have to find a companion first. Right, well, that's a bit of a complication, isn't it? Alright, so I've returned back to Whitestag Castle, and amusingly enough, there doesn't seem to be any interest in it whatsoever. It seems like the Salian vassals are doing something else. But anyway, I am going to say I wish for you to retire because we found Cosine. And Cosine is going to be our new minister, even though I don't really know anything about him or, well, whether he's any good at the role. But I'm basically doing that because he was in Janos's tavern, and I'm kind of under pressure to make quick decisions, especially at the moment. Because if King Ulrich comes over here with a huge mercenary party, as I've said, then we're probably going to have some problems. Anyway, let's see. I wish to dispatch an emissary. and we will join the Empire. Should I join the... yeah, I think I need to join the Empire, because if I don't, we're going to get murdered by Sarlian. I mean, we could technically defend against them. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask you. And I'm not going to say that this is going to determine what I actually end up doing, because it may be that something in the game happens when I'm doing off-screen or something like that, because I'm probably going to try and go to my old hideout and try and swap a bunch of units in and out of that garrison and put them in this garrison. But I'd like to hear your thoughts on what you think we should do. So if you think we should become a vassal of the Empire, then tell me that. But if you think we should stay as our own faction and take our chances, which is very risky but extremely much more exciting, then also tell me that. Otherwise, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.